From the floor of the CME Group, this is Danny Riley on this Tuesday, June 8th. I'm sorry, I get my dates screwed up all the time. Should be the simplest thing in my day. But anyways, the markets are kind of turbulent here. We opened a little lower. We were higher in Globex, then we opened down, and then the market sold. The S&P sold off down to like 43.5. I can't remember exactly what that low was. Rallied a little bit, then did a really quick knee-jerk low down to 41.30, and then a couple minutes later was back up 10 handles. You know, and this is something that we've learned from the pit bull many years ago, that when this type of double bottom happens real quickly like that, and the market juts up like that, that someone has some type of agenda, and meaning that, you know, they showed you their hand a little bit, that maybe somebody's out there trying to buy them more than sell them. As far as where we're at right now, the S&P got all the way up to 50, almost to 50. It got up almost to 58. We've got a 57.80 high, and we're 53 even last. There's not a real. It doesn't seem like there's a real lot of trade here, but coming in, we had 400,000 minis traded in Globex, and then when you do the math right now, we've got about 2 million, so it's 1.6 million, and for that, this time of the day, this big up and down move has created a fair amount of volume. You know, there was a rumor floating around earlier that the National Bank of the Swiss National Bank was intervening in the euro, and they've denied that. And then the euro currency went popping up to 120 real quickly, and then came down just a tad from there. You know, the markets are quiet, and it seems like we're going into this kind of summer mode now. And it's also, we're up against some big levels in the S&P. That week, last week's low, last week's low or the week before's low was 136.75 in the mini and in Globex, and 139 even in the big, and we got down to 41.20 today. So we're right up against these levels, and a breach through those levels, we think we could see the S&P down toward the 10 even level. As far as the rest of the day is concerned, we kind of think the markets are going to remain firm. Now, you know, we've had a big thing about trying to stick with our selling rallies thing, but you know, with yesterday being down as much as it was, and then this quick jolt off the lows, we're kind of thinking we may remain firm for the remainder of the day. The other part is, you know what, Obama's on TV, or he's been coming on TV, and we had did this clip about, you know, being mad and not taking it anymore. Well, apparently he's getting a little mad about the oil thing down in Florida, as it shows up on all the beaches in there. You know, it's a horrible situation, and we're hoping that somewhere along the line BP will get its act together and clean this mess up. But right now it's not looking good at all. We'll be back tomorrow with another update. Oh, and one last thing. We have become the futures monster, and what's going to occur over the next couple of days or next week or so is we're going to start transferring our people off the IM and people off our email into the new futures monster setup. It's what you guys have been looking for. It's what a lot of people have been asking about. It's going to give you a much better, clearer view of what we do from the trading floor and how we handle our customers and what type of flow we put out. We'll see you tomorrow with another update.